never had this happen, but that's fine. All right. We're good.
Oi.
All right, y'all have the background stuff, right? We can start over with what happened in court if that's fine.
Okay.
All right. So, as you've seen, today I was court appointed to represent Ms. Duncan, who has been filed on by information or complaint with 4 felony offenses, 2 assaults, and then 2 aggravated assaults. Typically, what would happen in court is on the first appearance is what happened today, and that is the inmate or the client would be brought into court. The court would then address bond, also set any bond conditions that the court deemed necessary or appropriate, and then the case would get a reset as has happened today for a future date. And then during that process, that's when the discovery process begins and the lawyers begin to receive the discovery, in this case from the state, which would be all the evidence they intend to use in the case.
Do we have any future dates as of now? Nothing yet?
It seems this case has been reset to January 25th.
What can you tell us, that you can obviously discuss about, I mean, this is tough for anybody regardless, but what can you tell us about your client as far as her mental state? Anything she's may have shared with you, any remorse, anything like that?
The law and the ethics can't allow me to discuss factually anything about this case. That's going to be reserved for the courtroom. I can say that my office is going to be doing a complete investigation into this case. I will likely be also looking into her mental state, hiring experts to accomplish that. I've already hired, well, I say hired, but the court allows funds for me to hire a private investigator, and I've done that also. So our job will be to start piecing together all the evidence that exists in this case. One thing that's notable for me here is that Precinct 5, who investigated this case, started releasing a lot of information and photos and evidence in this case pre-trial. To me, that's somewhat troubling because, as we've seen now, this case is garnering national news attention. But this has the opportunity to start tainting future jury service and making our community angry at my client. I understand that. But we are now seeing evidence that ostensibly is going to be used in this trial already floating around the internet, of course, covered each time this item is covered in the news.
We understand she's pregnant. How far along is she? Can you share that?
I don't know the answer to that, but yes, I was told today she's pregnant.
Do we believe it's the boyfriend of the other defendant?
I honestly don't know the answer to that.
So 8 kids, the pregnancy would make
9.
8. Oh, 9. I thought you said 8.
That's
in
my
the courtroom.
understanding. She has 8 children plus 1.
The 9 being pregnant now?
Yes, that's my understanding.
Okay.
So wait, but there was 2 kids involved, and then she fled with 5 kids, so that was 7. So there was
Where's the
And y'all, factually, I really don't know the answer yet. I mean, I've not even seen a police report yet.
I understand.
The district attorney in this case, of course, they've had information and had the opportunity to start. So the state knows a whole lot more than I do at this point. That won't take long to change.
Fair.
They will start giving me stuff as early as tomorrow.
When were you appointed?
This moments ago.
Oh, Lord, okay. But you said January 25th is the next?
January 25th becomes her new court date, and realistically, cases like this have shelf life of maybe 2 to 3 years before you get to trial. This particular court, well, all the courts in Harris County are backed up still from COVID, and the trial settings are just backed up. And in reality, if this case happens to go to jury trial one day, I suspect it would be in a few years.
Thank you.
Is that all you need?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.